How y'all doing, my friends? I'm gonna tell you what, today is a hot one here in Thailand. I've been riding around on that motorbike and I've developed a nice farmer's tan. Haven't been wearing long sleeve shirts, so got the farmer's tan going on. I gotta get rid of that. Gotta get butt naked in the pool and just eliminate all those tan lines. It's a hard job, but somebody's got to do it. I decided many years ago that it might as well be me. Well, we can chalk that up as the second time. This little microphone right here has went into the drink. At first it went into Maria's milk, her cereal bowl, into the milk, and now it went into the swimming pool. So I'm not sure if y'all gonna be able to hear anything I've got to say. So where have I been? I've been here visiting with a couple of friends of mine who are mid-70s. And you know, when you hang out with older folks, it helps to put a lot of things in perspective, which I could sit here and talk for 12 hours about. But I also talk about this documentary called All That Is Sacred. It's on Yeti's channel. It's about Jimmy Buffett and the crew that was down in Key West back in the early 70s. Jimmy Buffett, Jim Harrison, Tom McGuane, that whole crew. I think Richard Brodigan was down there for part of the time. Anyhow, you know, it's about their good times down there. And as they grow older, what happens? You know, when you're hanging out, when you're young, you got your friends, you think it's always going to be like that. And then what you don't realize is once you start getting older, people start dispersing, people start dying. And it's like all of a sudden life gets lonely. But when we're young, we think it's always going to be that way. Another quote from that documentary is something to the effect of, the older we get, it's like our portfolio of interests. In other words, things we like to do, things that interest us, things that we're excited about doing, that portfolio starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller. That statement sort of hit home too, because it's true. And when you're young, what do you like to do, man? You're going hunting, fishing, chasing women, working on your truck, you know, riding dirt bikes. You're doing so many things, so many interests and hobbies and things that get you excited and things that you like to do. You've got a very wide portfolio of interests. And then as we get older, it just starts slimming down. It starts slimming down. So this week, I basically been showing a good friend of mine, mid-70s, around Pattaya. Where did we go? Well, got on the motorbike, rode around, you know, just show them the city. And it's inevitable. Somebody who's never been here before, you're going to take them to Soy Bacal, show them around, have a couple drinks. Going to go to Soy 6, have a couple drinks. Went to the Hard 8, had a couple drinks. And that's pretty much it. You know, we were home by 5:30 every night. In bed by 7:30. Of course, I'm up at 4. And the only reason that I went to those places, went one more place. Went to Tahitian Queen, which is supposedly the oldest bar in Pattaya. I like taking people there. It's just, got a 70s vibe, that old lounge type vibe. And of course there's some ladies in there up on the stage, obviously. I think ladies' drinks are 190 baht in there. Anyhow, I took them to all these places. And folks, you have to take me at my word. I got no reason to make up stories about not going out and chasing women or going out and chasing women. If y'all have followed me throughout the years, you pretty much know. I mean, go back to the video where I brought 3 or 4 street girls home. Fatima got pissed off and they stole my ring, stole her money. So I'm not afraid to tell it like it is. If I were up in there partying all night, I'd tell you we were up in there partying until fucking dawn. All right, I'm not scared of reality. I'm not scared of my old lady. That's just not what I do these days. It's just not what happened on this trip. It was almost like I'm a tour guide. I'm doing it because I want to show my buddy around. But I don't really want to go to those places. I've been there a million fucking times. There ain't nothing new about it. Got tired of catching the clap. I don't sleep with them bar girls anymore. I'm not interested in that. Some of y'all find that hard to believe. Some of y'all think that I come over here to patio to chase women. That's like living in Las Vegas and saying, I don't know, let me spend all my fucking money and go over to Macau where everything's more expensive just because I want to gamble. That don't make no sense. I live in Angeles City. If I want to partake of that lifestyle, that nightlife, it's a lot cheaper in Angeles City to go to the strip clubs than it is over here. That's as far as I'll go with that. But some of y'all are going to believe what you want to believe. So anyhow, that's pretty much what I did. I played tour guide. And, we just basically had a few drinks. That was it. He's not interested in that scene. Mid-70s. I'm not interested in that scene. So we spent more time, focusing on restaurants and just the view, some of the local attractions, the beaches, showing them around. So it's very low key. But again, it puts things in perspective when you're hanging out with people who are 25 years older. And I've talked about this before, but like if you break your life into quarters, we all got 100. Some of us aren't going to get anywhere near 100 years old. Some of us, I plan on making it to 107. But if you say like you got 4 quarters of your life, just like a damn, football game, American football game. Up until you're 25, you don't have too many cares in the world. Got a lot of energy, party. 25 to 50, pick up more responsibility, dealing with children. And at the end of that quarter, which is the first half, that's when you start feeling your age a little bit. And I'm still a fucking champion. But, I'm over 50. So I'm on the downhill slope of life. If you look at it, like the maximum time is 100. So from 50 to 75, that's really your last hurrah. I'm on my last quarter. It's the 3rd quarter. Because once you get to mid-70s, everything slows down to a crawl. When you hit 75, you're not getting any more fucking spry. So it's like my buddy said. He said, man, shit's starting to fall apart. He's in great shape, but 75, shit's gonna start falling apart. Why? Because you're entering the last quarter. And so it's just, it's refreshing and eye-opening and a reminder when you hang out with people that are in the next quarter of your life. You're sitting there looking at them and saying, in 25 years, that's me. You're gonna be slowed down, gonna be in by 5:30, into bed by 7, most of us. and the stuff that you're excited about now or in your first quarter, it's a diminishing portfolio of, I can't remember if he said interests. I'll have to go back and watch the documentary to see exactly the verbiage that he used. I think it was Jim Harrison that said it, maybe. Anyhow, as we age, diminishing portfolio of interests and what we're able to do. To the point that what are you capable of doing? Sitting in a goddamn rocking chair on your front porch and rocking and going, squeaking out a piss every 20 minutes. I'll put the link to that documentary down in the description. It's about a movie that was filmed in '74 called Tarpon. You know, and basically the dude was filming down in Key West with Jimmy Buffett and that crew, and they were fishing down there. But the documentary is what hits home, because they're interviewing these guys when they're in their mid to late 70s. And spoiler alert, I think before, well, let's put it this way, 2 people who were interviewed in the documentary died. They're dead already. And they've got credits at the end. So it's like they died before the documentary was published. Life is short, my friends. Life is short. I'm in the 3rd quarter. I'm just getting started. But if you're alone and you're thinking about your retirement, and a lot of folks, they watch shows like mine because they're planning their retirement. They're doing research, trying to figure out where they want to go, if they want to go, when do they want to retire. I think if you're my age, you know, if you're in your 50s or even early 60s and you're about to retire, you're about to pull the trigger at 62, start drawing that big fat Social Security check, go hang out with some friends who are 75. Okay? Go hang out with people who are 75 years old, just starting the 3rd quarter, or excuse me, getting my fucking quarters mixed up. 25, 50, 50. I'm in the 3rd quarter. They're in the 4th quarter. God damn. See? First thing that goes is your mind. So I'm in the 3rd quarter. Go hang out with people who are just starting the 4th quarter at 75 years old. And talk to them and see how mobile they are. Listen to what their health problems are. And just sort of realize that if you're punching out at 62 or 65, in 10 short years, that's going to be you. And I think that's some of the best research you can do is, no matter where you're at in life, go hang out with somebody that's in 1 quarter ahead of you. Does that make sense? Because if you're 25 and you hang out with me, you're going to pick up on shit. If you're 25 and you hang out with somebody who's 75, yeah, it's going to hit home, but there's just too far of that gap. Not saying you can't learn anything from the elders, but in my situation, it just helped reset a lot of things, hanging out with somebody 25 years in front of me. There you go. That's my talk. That's my talk. I've been over here in Thailand. Hardly anybody here over right now. Beautiful weather. And now that I'm done hanging out and meeting my buddies, time to get back to the old lady and the kids. Been missing them. And I know all the handsome donkeys. Every time I come over here, it brings out the handsome donkeys who know everything about everything. That's okay, I need y'all too. What do you want me to do? You want me to tell a lie to make things more interesting? Oh hell, I was over there at soy 6 till 5 in the morning, woke up with... That'd be a true story about 10 years ago, but no. Just ain't reality right now. I'm gonna get in a hot tub with 3-4 chicks like I used to, it's gonna be 2-3 in the afternoon. You know what I mean? I can still do that activity, but I ain't staying out late. Fuck that. I get up too early. Well, folks, thanks for listening. I appreciate y'all being a loyal viewer here on my channel. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say that where the little button lights up. Smash that like button or smash that subscribe button. Something else is supposed to happen too. And I'm sure hoping that this microphone, after taking a swim in this pool, still works. Takes a licking but keeps on ticking. It's impervious to a bowl full of cereal and milk in a swimming pool. I got the little fuzzy thing over here drying out. That thing was soaked. It's dried out now. I'm gonna mess around and do the same thing. Alright folks, I'm out of here. It's time for me. I think it's time for me to jump on a bird, head back to the old lady and the kids. What y'all think? Think it is. I'll see y'all on the other side of the South China Sea, or the West Philippine Sea, however you want to refer to it. Good old China seems to think the whole motherfucker belongs to them. Because apparently nobody in China has ever looked at a map. Alright, I'm out of here, folks. I'll see y'all back over there at the mansion. Peace out. In the words of Red, get busy living or get busy dying.